Last time on Zenless Zone Zero. Miss Yao.
How's it looking?
I've looked into it. The group that attacked us was indeed affiliated with Fugue.
Are they targeting the company or me?
Neither, but in a way, both. Fugue's goal was to get a hold of Yoran de Winter's record. Yoran's legacy cannot fall into the hands of an evil corporation like Odium. They seem to have recruited irrational fanatics for the job.
How did they find out so fast? I literally just found that record in the hollow.
Your movements are always watched. Fans, reporters, and people who mean you harm.
Yes.
Even those close to you. The enemy's infiltration is deeper than you think. That's why we must be extra cautious.
Just a product propped up by capital, huh?
Don't let Fugue's slander or defamation get to you. You just need to stay true to your heart.
I want to meet this
My
Fugue.
heart? I really want to shout, "Get lost!" at those big corporations like Fugue and Odium. My music is just my music. If only the world were really that simple.
Covering Yoran de Winter's classics in this concert was the company's idea. But you're the one who will bear the bad reputation for it. I fear that you may follow Mr. de Winter's path, becoming a victim sacrificed in the invisible struggle of opposing powers.
There's one line from Yoran that I adore. Every heart is a lonely note. His songs truly have a special power. On the night the old capital fell, I was huddled under a blanket in a makeshift shelter, wondering if my mom and dad had fled without me, or turned into terrible monsters. Even though I knew I was lucky to have survived. Even though I knew my life had been bought with someone else's. The person who rescued me told me, "Be happy, child. Live on with a smile." I knew I should stay strong, but I just couldn't manage. At that very moment, the shelter's old speaker started playing a song. Turns out, that song was Yoran's. Without me noticing, the melody somehow melted away all my fears and loneliness. Tears fell, but they weren't sad tears. They were tears that cheered me up and helped me face the future with a smile on my face. I wiped those tears and realized it wasn't just me. Everyone who'd heard it rediscovered a connection between hearts after painful loss. It was Yoran who helped me realize the power that music has to deeply captivate the human heart. Every era needs its own songstress. People place all of their hopes in her, and she must bring them hope. If every heart is a lonely note, then I hope my voice can weave the staff lines of our times. Open the curtain, so hearts have no more divides. Let everybody's voice be heard, echoed, resonated, and stitched together into the most powerful melody in New Eridu.
I'll press button.
Music is magic.
Oh.
Magic. True. Maybe I am enchanted by some kind of magic. It makes me believe that even I may be worthy of protecting this star's radiance.
It's Astra! Wait, no, it's that manager lady from last time. She sent us an invite! Starting today, we're the proud owners of invitations to Astra's concert! And there's even one for EOS! Is this how it feels to get the VIP treatment?
Woohoo! Now I can enjoy New Year's without crying over not having a ticket!
Years of my free labor for Belle is finally paying off. Protecting the world's last city can wait until after the concert.
Yes, yes.
Astra is amazing. I don't get why some people online would hate on her.
Everyone's simping for Astra.
Haters dissing her online? What are they saying?
Hell, Hawkeye Star Rail, it was Robin.
As of today, ever since the announcement of this astronomical moment, New Year's concert, discussions related to Astra Yao have consistently dominated the top trending searches, accumulating 8.26 million views.
That's pretty good.
Negative opinions about Astra Yao account for 14% of all traffic, mainly focusing on the following points.
That makes
Number
sense.
1. She's ugly.
Well, that's just rude.
That's going too far. Beauty might be subjective, but calling Astra ugly is ridiculous. We can't let them get away with this.
I mean, yeah, like what I said, beauty is subjective. It's all up to the person. Beauty is up to the eyes of the. It's all in the eyes of the beholder, or something like that. I can't remember the phrase. But yeah, that's rude. Like like there's certain characters in certain shows and there's certain people that I'm like, I'm good, no thanks, not for me. Everyone else is like, oh man, oh that one, and I'm like, and, but I'm not gonna call them ugly. That's just hurtful.
Understood. 173,925 new accounts have been registered to launch a full-scale attack against
Yes!
comments claiming Astra is ugly.
Fairy, you are an ethical AI, and you can't just make a bunch of bots to fight trolls.
Yes, you can.
173,920
No.
have been deactivated. Comments have been deleted.
Ah, don't be so strict, Belle. I think Fairy is
We
right.
can at least
Can't
have
speak
like
truth
half
to
that.
power. It's okay to use a few tricks here and there.
Agreed. By employing such measures strategically, Fairy can help Master become a god in New Eridu.
Let's do it.
This is starting to sound like a villain arc. We're proxies. We must stick to justice, or we'll lose ourselves.
Fine, you're right.
Vengeance is justice.
For a few seconds, I felt like I had all of New Eridu under my control.
Name that.
Scary.
Name that quote.
Weren't we talking about Astra? Where did we go
From
off
a show.
topic?
Other negative comments mostly compare Astra Yao to the late superstar Yoran de Winter. For instance, De Winter is a true classic, and Astra's nothing more than just an idol propped up by Capital. How
How
dare she try
dare.
to ride on that legacy?
Astra is clearly a musical genius who's taken up De Winter's mantle. In fact, her musical achievements are right on par.
No point in comparing the two. They're both amazing. If Mr. De Winter had listened to Astra's songs, I'm sure he'd have been a fan too.
Haters are gonna hate. They just have a chip on their shoulder or something. It's either this or some other dumb reason like those "she's ugly" comments.
True.
And that's why we should refute them firmly.
All you do is just do what I do. Give them a thumbs down and occasionally report them.
Yeah, we can't let them talk about Astra like that. As long as we don't cheat with Fairy, going all out against them is fine, right?
That's my sister. Let me give you a hand.
It's been an entire day filling posts. We've been working our butts off until today. Let's go. Yay, new location! Star Loop. Cool. Yes, it is exactly what it looks like. What can I say? I really like Bernice. Her design is awesome. Not to mention that her trailer song is just so good. Nice. Now, can these siblings replicate the dance from Oshinoko? Wait, isn't this? Hold on, isn't this the pink-haired girl? Isn't that the one we hung out with a little while ago? Wait. Yeah, that's her. Okay. Nice. I need one of those. One day we'll get there. That guy in purple straight up just looks like a mannequin. Everything. Come on, it's Eos. Eos looks cute and everything. Hello.
You must be Belle and Wise. Astra's told me so much about you. My apologies for missing the chance to thank you both in person last time. Welcome to Starloop Tower, my esteemed guests. Or should I say, Faithin.
Wait, how did you... Only like 1, 2, 3... Oh, it doesn't matter. There shouldn't be that many people who know who we are in the first place.
You've been pretty careful. Although in my opinion, there's room to be even more cautious.
Can you give us some pointers?
Assured, my intel does not come from anyone who knows your true identity.
Then, how did you...
Just simple logic. Syncing with a bamboo isn't technologically difficult, but maintaining connection once you're inside a hollow? The only one capable of that level of in-hollow communication is the legendary proxy, Faithin. Of course, the reason I could draw that conclusion was because Astra knew you were inside that bamboo. As long as you're skilled enough at impersonating a bamboo, you don't have anything to worry about.
Guess I'll have to get more tips from Eos on how to be a cute bamboo.
Yes,
Honestly,
yes.
Belle, you're already a pro at being a cute bamboo. If you get any better, it might be a bit too much. From an outside perspective, I often think, sheesh, she really has no shame moving like that in Eos's body.
Anyway, Astra is very lucky to have your help. I hope we can continue working together. Given her position, she needs all kinds of talented individuals to...
Talented individuals. And these two are?
Mr. Hobson, what brings you here in person? These two are Miss Yao's esteemed guests, Belle and Wise. Allow me to introduce the Chief Governance Officer of Odium Entertainment Group, Mr. Hobson.
Guests of Miss Yao. You both seem so young and promising. May I ask which business you're associated with?
We're just freelancers. We run a small business, that's all.
I see. Well, Evelyn, since Miss Yao's esteemed guests are here, why don't you go attend to them?
But what about the security?
I'll handle it.
Understood.
This guy's the one behind it all.
Dear
This guy's the
guests,
one
please
behind it
follow
all.
me.
He is the one behind everything.
That gentleman over there keeps staring at us. It's a bit unnerving.
Well, today's performance is unlike any before, with far too many variables to track. Hobson, I mean, Mr. Hobson, is naturally a very meticulous person.
He's
So
the
what's
one.
so special about today's performance?
That's a secret. Just sit tight and wait for Astra's big surprise.
He's glaring at us again. So intense. It must be tough working under someone like him.
Not at all. In fact, I don't work for him. I serve Miss Yao.
He even asked where we worked. When I told him it was just a small business, his expression went completely cold. Honestly, it was pretty intimidating.
If you had told him you were Phaethon, you might have gotten a big smile out of him. For someone at his level, quickly judging others based on their usefulness is second nature. Anyone deemed useless won't get a sliver of his attention. It's practically a survival skill for someone in his position.
That's fair. I don't blame him.
Astra isn't like that. If we're talking about level, then she's technically above him.
That's right. Despite her position, she never looks down on anyone. With all that talent, she never sees herself as special. That's why she's so precious. To be honest, before meeting her, I didn't think someone like her actually existed. At first, I kept waiting for her to show her true colors.
I know exactly what you mean. Who'd have thought the brightest star in New Eridu wasn't putting on a facade and was genuinely such a pure person?
Is it just me, or is anyone else worried that Astra might get hurt by being her genuine self?
I won't let that happen.
We will all protect Astra.
Eve, help! Belle, Wise, you're here too!
What happened?
I just got scolded by the music director. Oh, he was
course.
furious. It was
I knew that was
terrifying.
coming.
I'm sure it's not the director's fault. How's your final song coming along? You've blown through 20 deadlines we set for you, and today is the absolute final submission.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I can't just put out something ordinary for everyone, right? Once inspiration hits, it'll be fine.
No,
So
no.
until inspiration hits, you need me to take on the director?
Eve, you promised to protect me from any danger, right? Now's the time to save me from this berserk deadline-chasing director!
Sorry, but that monster's outside my jurisdiction.
Oh, how could you?
Exactly.
This kind
Exactly.
of back and forth feels oddly familiar, doesn't it, Wise?
Totally. Conversations like that happen every day between an unreliable sister and her sharp, capable brother.
Evelyn, stop covering for her. She doesn't have anything ready. Not a single piece. What are we supposed to do for the final song? Improvise? Huh?
Sure, why not? That's fair.
she go? And how does she run so fast in heels?
Poor director. Looks like this time we're really going to have to push it to the last minute.
My dear Yoran used to be just like that.
Oh, you're... Astra, meet the special guest the company invited for your concert.
Lady De Winter,
Oh.
it's really you. I can't believe you're actually here. Having you listen to my performance in person, it feels like...
Please, just call me Tessa. Ah, so this record is... I know it's a tad bit last minute with the show starting soon and all, but would you mind if I borrowed it for a moment?
I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Also, I definitely recognize her voice.
Everyone's been saying that you're the rising star. I'm truly sorry to say this, but to me, no one will ever replace Yoran.
Oh, well, that's rude.
Yoran's music has always been my guiding light. Without him, I never, ever could have made it this far.
I accidentally pressed the
Oh,
button. My bad.
right. I'd also like to thank you in person. I've always wanted to pay tribute to Yoran with this performance, and I heard the company finally got your approval. I'm truly honored.
Pay tribute? Today's your debut show at Starloop Tower. Honestly, performing your own work would be more than enough. Yoran, he belongs to the past now.
No. Yoran's music transcended time and space. He's beyond amazing. Honoring him on stage at Starloop Tower has been my dream for as long as I can remember.
Well, if that's what you've set your heart on, then I wish you the best of luck tonight.
He seems lovely. Came out of nowhere, she's like, wait, this must be a clue! This random speck of dirt on the floor. It's a clue! Luminous Hall. Astra shines like gold. Oh, hello. Alright, we did clear chapter 5. Odd. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Ooh. Ding the poke. Read.
The clue from the coded message points to 8 p.m. Atrium Landing. Wow, such trust. They won't reveal the meeting details to a traitor like me until the last moment. It seems Fugue never fully trusted me from the start. No surprise they'd plant another mole in Odium. I'd do the same thing if I were in their shoes. With a double infiltration setup, if one gets exposed, the other one is ready to step in as a backup. Whoever made these arrangements is certainly a capable individual.
Wait,
I'll
what?
just notify Hobson about the Fugue attack. His people should be enough to handle it. There's still time. If I set up everything before Fugue arrives, I can block them off. I need to confirm the identity of the other mole as soon as possible. Mr. Hobson.
There's a security breach. We need to take care of it immediately. Where are you?
I need to speak with you as well. I've uncovered quite a few Fugue-related leads.
Oh, related to Fugue, you say? That's unexpected. Where are you right now?
It's a little hard to describe, so if my guess is correct, Hobson probably wants to take me out. I might as well use this opportunity to draw him and his men to the atrium. That way we can block Fugue's attack. Why don't we meet in the atrium?
The atrium? All right, I'll wait for you there.
Finally. I can't hide it any longer. It's time to reveal the truth. Now that I've got Fugue's intel, I'll deal with the issue at hand first. As for who the other mole is, I'll have to play it by ear.
Evelyn A. Chevalier, former producer of Redo Lucky Star, then assistant director at Parquet Factory Films for 3 years, joined our company 2 years ago on Monica's recommendation. Very impressive credentials. Too bad it's not the real you, is it? Shields Green. An elite spy from the organization infiltrating the inner circle of our company's most valuable asset. How unsettling. Fugue's spy must be removed immediately. Wouldn't you agree?
Is this order from Miss Yao?
You don't actually think that woman has free will, do you?
Okay,
Like
now
I
you
said
deserve a punch.
earlier, she's nothing more than a valuable asset of our company. There's no place for her input in the company's decisions.
I'm the one who has no place here.
Oh?
I know she'd never issue such an order, but still, I can't help but doubt. I can't help but be suspicious. I just had to ask. Even under the sunlight, what crawls out of the darkness is still just a shadow. You're not wrong. I am, in fact, a spy planted by Fugue.
I thought you'd deny it. Good, that saves me a lot of trouble.
But I'm not your enemy. Fugue simply hired the organization I work for. My relationship with them never involved any loyalty. Listen, I'm not the only spy Fugue has planted within Odeon.
What?
You must know that the grudge between these two conglomerates runs deep. Do you really think Fugue would gamble everything against Odium on me alone? I only learned about their plan of action moments ago, and this is nowhere near the full scope of their strategy. What we should be doing now is
We? I'm not interested in figuring out whether you've actually switched sides or if you're just faking it. As for your intel, how can anyone know if it's legit or a trap?
But Miss Yao's safety...
That's none of your concern. Odium will protect its assets. We don't need outsiders to get involved. I'll look into the intel you mentioned. In any case, thank you for your service these last 2 years. Now!
If it's not an order from Miss Yao herself, I'm afraid I can't comply.
Oh, cool. We're actually gonna have to do this next time.
Hudson, tell your people to stop.
No. Tune in next time for some more Zenless Zone Zero. See you then. Bye.